Hey Paul, Oceana here with G3 Agency. This is your free website audit. Basically, the goal of this video is to show you how you can get yourself onto the first page of Google. My hope is that you can take this information and run with it and be able to do all this stuff without me, if you'd like. And that way, if you ever do want help with setting up a website or ranking it, or if you need help with your digital marketing stuff, you will feel comfortable coming back to me if you'd like. But the goal of this video is to educate you, and the only thing that I really am hoping for in return is that you'll give me some kind of feedback on whether it was helpful or not, and whether I was clear, and all that kind of stuff. So that's all I ask in return for this video, and I would appreciate it if you gave me some feedback when you're done watching it. So I'm going to try to make this quick and easy because I know you're a busy person. So let's jump right in. So firstly, this is the reason that I reached out to you. I saw this list right here. So this is a list of the different phrases people are typing into Google that have to do with carpet and Detroit, Canton, or Warren. And this is the amount of times each week, not week, sorry, month, every month that these are getting typed into Google. So carpet cleaners Detroit is getting searched about 350 times a month. And then over here we've got KD. This stands for keyword difficulty. And it basically is like, how difficult would it be to get to the first page of Google if you're starting from scratch? And this is a very low number. It's out of 100, so you can imagine 4 is going to be very easy comparatively. So this is why I got so excited and why I reached out to you. So for each of the ones that you want to show up for, this is the process you'll want to go through. Okay, so if you, for example, put carpet cleaners Detroit into Google, this is what you're up against. So this is what you want to do is check out the competition, see what they're doing, and see if you can do it better. First come the ads. I'm not really going to go into detail about the ads, but if you're curious and you want to know more about them, you're welcome to ask, and I will send you some information. But my specialty, and therefore my focus, is on getting you up into this area here and also into this area here. This is what's known as the maps section, or the map pack. It's basically just the top 3 local results. And in order to show up here, you just need this one actually you don't need a website for. This you can show up for without a website, and all you really need is a Google My Business listing with lots of citations. So Google My Business, you probably know what that is, but just in case you don't have one, you can go to business.google.com and set one up, or claim one that you already, that is representing your brand but that you haven't logged into before. You can claim it. And then you want to list your name, address, and phone number onto different directories online, like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook. There are thousands of places you can list that information. And every time that you list your name, address, and phone number on one of these directories, it's known as a citation. And the more citations you have, the more faith that Google has that you really serve this community, and it's going to push you further to the top of the results. If you end up in the top 3, you get displayed on this first page, which is really nice because it'll send lots of people to your website if you have one, or to your, you can actually have your home advisor listing in this spot as well if you'd like. But more importantly, it's going to bring you a lot of people calling your phone, because your phone number is displayed right there. And on the mobile search, which more than half of the searches happen on mobile, it'll actually just be a little button kind of like these where you can just call them right up. So that'll increase the amount of business you get. And then down here, we've got the organic results. So the first result here is a Yelp result. It's a directory, so I'm not going to compare you to them because it's not quite a fair comparison since they're a directory. So I'm going to compare you to the next one here. This is a local result. You're a local competitor of yours. It's Stanley Steamer, which is, I'm sure you recognize them, or a national brand, but you don't have to beat out their entire brand. You're just trying to beat out this one page because it's the one that's sitting near the top for this keyword you want to show up for. So what you'll do is take a look at their website and see how many words they have on their page. because if you decide to, by the way, this part right here, this down here, this is what you do need a website for. Up here, you don't have to have a website, but to show up down here, you do. So you want to see how many words that they have on their page here, and then you want to make sure that your page that you're trying to rank for that has more words. It's quite simple, but it's it's important. And then not only do you want just lots of words about, you know, who you are, what you do, where you do it, the next thing is that you want to actually make sure to include these phrases in your content. And you can even save your images as these phrases, and that'll be another indicator that you should show up when someone searches it. And then if I put your competitor's URL into this tool that I have, it gives me an in-depth look into how they're performing. Their UR score is 20 out of 100. This basically means that Google trusts them or sees them as powerful 20 out of 100. And then their entire website is scored at a 65. And luckily we don't have to beat their entire website like I was talking about. We just have to beat this one right here. So when you create your website, it's going to start out at 0 for both of these, and that's okay. It doesn't take too much to be able to increase that score. How you increase it is with referring domains. So a referring domain is just any website that has a link on it to your site. So if I go in here, I can see what websites have a link to your competitor's site on them. And there are some good ones and some bad ones. So a good one would have a high score in this column here. This is the DR score, same metric that was on the other page. This is just how trustworthy their entire website is. A higher scoring one is going to be better. And then if their website is actually relevant to you in some way, right? Like it's top rated local, for example, where they list local businesses, that it would make sense that you show up on that website. So that would be a good one to go after. Great one, actually, because it makes sense and it has a high DR score. This one here, healthcarejobs.com, that doesn't make much sense to me why they would be showing up on that website. Like why would a site about healthcare be showing Stanley Steamer it's showing a Stanley Steamer link? It seems to me like it might be a little bit scammy of a backlink, and Google's going to have the same opinion on that. And then plus their DR score is quite low. You really want to go after sites with DR scores that are higher. And it's actually quite easy to get some of these backlinks. For example, this one here, if I click on their site, you can see it just says create free account. You can list your information, your name, address, and phone number on this website, and that'll help you show up at the top of Google as well, because that's going to pass that power over. And a lot of these are going to be like that. And there's a bunch that they don't even have. You can, I mean, yeah, it's not too terribly difficult to find places to list your information. So that's all the information I have for you today. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have, and as well as, you know, like I said, I would really love some feedback on if I did a good job on this video and if you found it helpful. And I'm curious to know if you'll take this information and use it some way. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon.